Hello, 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 hello. It is I, the Portia Monique. I'm drinking some peppermint tea. I had a really big lunch earlier, and so now I'm trying to, you know, drink some liquids to get it all digested. Anywho, hi guys, it's been forever, hasn't it? It's been a while, but I'm here to say hello. Oh my goodness, what's new besides the poll that I took about a week or so ago, guys? We're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, can we talk about if you guys are here watching me, show me that you care, send me a message, send me some love. You know the routine. Say hello and do not be shy. Ooh, thank you, baby. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, thank you. Thank you ever so kindly. Hola, Portia. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Let's see. Hi, Portia. Messenger, please. What is a messenger? What do you mean? Anywho, guys, if you're in here, show me that you care, say hello. And yeah, I just wanted to come in and say hi. It's been a while. You know me. I like to go into hibernation and just recharge my batteries and do fun things. Hmm. Anywho, what's new with me? Oh my goodness. So I've been on this workout journey because for me, I want to have the best body of my life, right? Just perpetually. So I've been working out. However, a couple of days ago when I was in the gym, I was hitting the RDLs, which is the Romanian deadlifts. And seriously, my lower back suffered, honey. She suffered. And so I had to recover. I was like, what did I do? So I'm going to take a break on the RDLs until I get my posture correct because the way that I was hitting it just did not make sense. I swear, like when it happened, I felt it. I was like, okay, yeah, something doesn't feel right. And then the next morning, my body was like, what have you been doing? And why are you doing this to me? So yeah, I did not hit the RDLs right. So I'm going to try again once I'm fully recovered and get it in because I love working out. I enjoy it. It just feels great. But anywho, let's see. Greetings all the way from South Africa. Hey, baby. Greetings, 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 greetings. Let's see. Oh, this is a long one. I'm Lorenzo from Venezuela. I'm an electronic music producer of Afro house genre. I want to have your permission for the vocals of your song, Who? Baby, I am going to redirect you to Real People Music. That's REEL. The people that put out the song, Who? You're going to actually have to contact them, my love, because they're the ones who published the songs. So they are part owner. Therefore, you're going to have to handle it with them. So I'd say contact Real People Music just to ask for, I guess, permission for the vocals and see if they're down because I know that they usually do a lot of remixes. So I say check in with them, see how they feel, and yeah, good luck. But thank you for your interest, baby. I do appreciate it. All right. So, on another note, let's talk about the poll. Should we talk about the most recent one that I did? We talk about the one that I did a few weeks before. Give me just a moment while I refresh my memory because I want to kind of elaborate on this a little bit because it was so good. Like what you guys were saying in your comments was beautiful. And yeah, let's see where it is. So I took a poll. Okay, we'll get to the most recent one that I did later. But what's the one before this? What's the one before this? Only because it's been a few weeks. You know how I do. Oh, yes. So the question that I asked was, is love enough to sustain a romantic relationship? That's the question that I asked, if love was enough. And I got 71% who said yes, love is enough. I got 21% who said love doesn't pay the bills. And then 8% said they don't know. So that was pretty interesting how so many people said yes, that that love is enough to sustain a romantic relationship. That was interesting to me because I'm slightly old fashioned. I don't think love is enough. I think love is nice. Love is like the cherry on top. But at the end of the day, I think that compatibility and able to kind of be friends and have respect for each other is the most important, because love is fleeting, isn't it? It kind of comes and it goes and it doesn't necessarily stick around. So I feel like if two people understand each other, they respect each other, and they have a friendship, they care about each other's well-being, they look out for each other, then I think relationships like that will last longer than the relationships that are based on love, which for me is like love and then also lust, you know? Both of the emotions are fleeting. So I was actually surprised with having most of the people vote for yes, of love being enough. But it's I like taking these polls. It's really interesting because it allows me to kind of peek into the collective's mindset and their mind frame. And then hopefully with the experience and with my thoughts, I'm able to, kind of lean in and give my opinion and hopefully sway some people to think about things a bit more logically, and to think about things for the long term. Because when you're coming into a union with somebody, it's really, 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 really important that there's a compatibility. That's the number one thing that I think. I'm going to go on my Facebook too and check and see what people said, because I did take the poll. Well, it wasn't really a poll, but I did ask the question there. So let me see. Let me find it, because again, it was so long ago. Okay, yeah. So I got 40 comments on my Facebook answering the question, is love enough to sustain a romantic relationship? And one person said love, financial stability, mentality, and vision. I like that. Someone else said no, for like, no, love is not enough. It said you can love somebody for life and care for them deeply while falling out of love with them. For a romantic relationship to endure, you need communication, compromise, compassion, understanding, and shared goals in life. It requires a lot of hard work and patience on both sides. And that comes from Rob Harris. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. It definitely does take compromise, that's for sure. And then also, I don't want to say teamwork, but in a way, yeah, right? Then let's see. Maseko, let me see. Chokozani. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I'm not butchering it. But then he says, love is hard work, deeply satisfying and highly rewarding, but hard work nonetheless. Huh. I don't know. I kind of think a little differently. I don't really think that love requires hard work. I think if it's meant to be, and if it's meant to flow, I think that you and your partner will fit like a puzzle piece. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it needs to be anything that requires any upheavals or any like huff and puff. I really feel that If you're meant to be with someone, it's going to be easy. It's going to have ease. Of course, you'll have moments that are a bit trying, but it won't dominate the entire union, if that makes sense. It'll basically, happen, and then both of you will learn from it, grow from it, and then it won't happen again, hopefully. Um, and yeah, I don't think it has to be hard. Love should not, and I don't think it is hard. If it's hard, then it's not meant to be, in my opinion. Because I don't like to work hard. Everything I do, it's fun. I'm not gonna be working hard. Especially not in no relationship. No. If it don't flow, let it go, honey. Let it go. Gilberto says, no, love is not enough. You need dedication, empathy, compassion, and belief in the union. Yeah, I agree. Dedication, empathy, compassion, and belief. That sounds about right to me. That sounds really, really good. Because those are like the staples, right? To a nice, strong foundation, you know? Yeah. All right. And then Lloyd said, I think most of us misunderstand the concept of love. Love is enough because if you love something, you care deeply to protect it, nurture it, provide support, and can sacrifice for now. That's the real meaning of love. Huh. So when someone asks if love is enough, yes, it's enough in all aspect. But if someone you're in love with does not match what I've mentioned above, that's only because they do not love you. Oh, look at that. Profound. It's either they stand to benefit from something or pride or ego. Hmm. That has some nice layers to it, doesn't it? That has some layers to it, Lloyd. Huh. The meaning of love has been misconstrued. Yeah. Love is actually supposed to mean protect, nurture, and provide. Well, I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something. For me, it sounds like you've gotten to the root of what love is supposed to be. But now, what love is, it kind of feels like it's just another word. It's fleeting because nobody's really putting action behind the word love. People are just using it. I want to say whimfully. Is whimfully a word? They're just using it on a whim nowadays, aren't they? Hmm. Then Juan said, absolutely not. Only love is not enough. There's attraction, passion, respect, possibly more things. But this one for me are basic. I hear you. Okay. So I'm not going to read all of them because I'm not going to be on here too long. I kind of just wanted to pop in, let you guys see me, as you know, looking all zhuzh. But I wanted you guys to see me and I wanted to say hi and see you and say hello. So I did take another poll. We'll get to that in a second. Let me check in the chat and see how everyone is doing. All right, Jonathan. Thank you. I want to give you my email and send you the remix I did to see if you like it. This live helps me to verify to the label that you accepted. Well, I don't really have the wherewithal to accept, but I can pass you along to the head honcho who makes the decisions about those songs specifically. I can't make any promises to you. I can't, but that's definitely the way you would go if you want to remix a song or take the vocals and do that. Definitely chat with Real People Music. They're the ones you want to holler at for that. But thank you for your interest. I do appreciate it. I'm drinking some peppermint tea. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, I really don't have much to say. I just wanted to say, hey, and check in on these polls that I took. Speaking of polls, let me go to the other one and then I'll get out of here. Because I know it's early in the morning in Mizunzi and, you guys are busy. So the last poll, the most recent poll that I had, this one got a little hot and heavy, got a little heated. Some people did not like the question, which was kind of interesting. But again, when I take these polls, I kind of like to pick the brains of people just to kind of see where people are at with their mentality and how they differ from, the way that I think. So it's just interesting, in my opinion. So I did ask who's supposed to protect and provide, right? This was a very hot topic. So the first one was the woman, which I got 9% vote, the woman. And then the man, I got a 36% vote. And then both, I got 55%. So majority of the people think that both need to protect and provide. So that was really interesting because I got to kind of look into the minds of people and to see what what they're feeling. I also took the poll or asked the question on my Facebook and I got how many answered? 69 comments. Oh my goodness, this was a hot topic. So Musa said both men and women should protect and provide for each other. Then we have Sandy says, good question, my dear. I can say both so the relationship can be strong. Everything must be done by both. That's a healthy relationship. And then Vuyo said both. And then let me see. Rob said, let me see, both. There will be different times when either is needed to step up. Yeah. Yeah. And then went on to talk about my song, Grace. Yay. I'm glad you like it, Rob. Thank you. Who else? Let me see. Hilton said both, to each his own, gender equality. The gender equality is funny to me because when you really think about it, like think about gender equality, like you can think about it on like a logical level, but you can also think about it on a spiritual level and on a biological level. And it's just like, in my opinion, women and men have different roles in this world. Women naturally were created to receive. Women are naturally receivers. That's why we have the openings that we do. That's why, we receive things and, from there we transmute and give life, so to speak. And men are meant to give. That's why they give in most circumstances. So when people bring up the gender equality, it makes me chuckle a little bit because it's like women and men they're equal, but they're not the same. It's just kind of having water in a cup. You can't say the cup and the water are the same. They're not. Are they equal in like need? Yes, they're equal in need, but at the end of the day, one needs the other. And they both have different roles, right? You drink the water. In order to successfully drink the water, you put it in the cup, right? Does that make sense? So when it comes to women and men in our roles are significantly different. Women are here to receive and to create, and men are here to give and protect and provide. That's just what it is. That's what men were put here to do. So I feel like we really need to kind of focus on how to get back to how things are supposed to be. And we can't really blame it on gender equality. Well, yeah, things have changed for women. Women are no longer property, here in the States. I don't know how it is in other places in the world, but for the longest times, women in the States couldn't even get their own bank accounts without their husbands. They couldn't even get several things without their husbands. They couldn't drive, So I think it's great that women now have independence. Obviously, we're no longer, a piece of furniture in the house. However, women and men can still work together successfully as long as they understand their roles. As I've said before, in my opinion, I think men are here to protect and provide. That's their role. That's how men feel useful. When a man's not protecting and providing, he feels lost. He feels like he has no way or nowhere to go, in my opinion. And when a woman is not, in her role, in her divine feminine, then she feels lost. And I think that we do kind of have to get back to the gender roles. Some of the old school stuff has worked. When you have the feminine energy and the masculine energy, it creates that polarity, which draws you to each other. If you have two masculine energies, that's not going to attract, is it? Masculine's not attracted to masculine. Masculine's attracted to feminine. So the only way that can work is if a woman can be in her feminine energy, her natural state, which is feminine, and when a man can be in his natural state, which is masculine. And not masculine meaning bravado, I'm the man, hear me roar, but in a man who's actually able to create, build, protect, provide, and have some sort of pride about himself and what he can do for the woman that he desires. That's what it comes down to. So when a man desires a woman, he's naturally going to want to protect and provide. Now, what happens is, a lot of men tend to feel a bit insecure because some of them might not be financially stable enough at this moment in time to provide. But that's why I think it's important for men to focus on themselves. If a man is not ready to protect and provide for the woman he desires, the woman he wants to build his legacy with, then he needs to focus on himself, and he needs to focus on his money and building that legacy to attract the woman that he actually wants in his life for good and who he wants to procreate with. I think there's been a lot of confusion, and it's time for us to kind of, just all around the world, it's time for us to get back to the basics and get back to what our roles are here in this world. The woman is here to be feminine, to, rest in her femininity, to create, to be creative, to give birth in several ways, more ways than one, to inspire the man that she loves. And the man is here again to protect and to provide. And together they build a legacy. 1 + 1 = 2, baby. To me, it's that simple, but call me old school. Call me old fashioned. So yeah, that's all I'll do of those. But yeah, I was quite surprised on that poll too, where the highest rating was for both to protect and provide. I don't think we are both not designed to protect and provide. We're just not. Women nowadays are having to protect and provide for themselves because they're not able to find an equal counterpart who can match them or be better than what they're already doing. So women are out here being superheroes for the most part, which is kind of putting them in a tricky position. But at the end of the day, what's a girl to do? She has to keep a roof over her head. She has to protect and provide for herself until she comes into contact with a masculine energy who understands his role and knows what to do. So yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? I know I have some eyes in here. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask away. I would love to hear. And I'm not going to be on here for too long. I might do half an hour and then I'll pop out because, yeah. Yeah. What else is new? If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. Don't be shy. Do not be shy. Yeah. What else can I talk about before I head out of here? other than the polls that I took, how is life where you are in the world? I know here where I am, things again are now starting to get back to normal, which is good. People no longer have to walk around with masks and they no longer have to, um, get on planes and public transportation with masks. So that's really good. I'm excited about that. And yeah, that's it. All you want to do is to get it right. Ooh, drop it off in the past and start over. Ooh, let me be the one to make your life bright. I can take you to a level much higher. Yeah, you will see a change front of your eyes. I will be the one to show you the colors of love, the colors of love. Let me show you. I always start off high. I don't know why I always start off on a high octave, because then I have to go, you are the one that I pray for. Woo! Your love is enough for me to rely on. No, that's too squeaky. That's too squawky. I need to get down to my regular octave. Your love is enough. You're taking me higher. Ooh. I miss performing live, man. It's been a minute. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to get out of here, but I just wanted to check in and say hi. And for those of you who joined me, thank you, and thank you. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.